You love. It's not for me to say. You love.
Hi Nail Fam, I hope that you are well. So Beetles was kind enough to send me over this package to unbox and show you guys, and also do a fun nail design. So this is their polygel kit. It comes with 3 polygels in here, a lot of nail art as well as a UV lamp. Once you open the box, here is what you will find. So there is a little pamphlet telling you what's included in this kit, and it is so much stuff. Really liking that more brands are giving you nail art to go with the polygel kits. So here is another pamphlet here, and this is a step-by-step guide on how to apply the polygel. And then we have another small manual here, and this is just for the UV lamp that is included in this kit. Isn't this UV lamp so fancy? So what I'm going to do is let's take everything out of the box, and then we will go through the products one by one. Okay, so everything is out of the box, and here is the cord for the lamp. Now, I did get this from the Amazon.com store, so that's why this has a US plug or adapter, I think it's called. So I have the adapters that you can switch over to the European plug. And here is the fancy lamp. We have an on and off button, a 30, a 60, and a 122nd. And look at all these gorgeous little light bulbs in here, LED lamp. Absolutely beautiful lamp. I'm definitely excited to use this as soon as one of my other lamps are not working. All right, let's put that away. And now here are the 3 polygels that's included in this kit. We have a light pink, which is what I will be using today. And then we have your white. And then lastly, we have a clear. So this is very much a beginner-friendly polygel kit because it has the 3 staples that you need to create really pretty designs. And Beetles has a lot of gel polish, so you can always just buy a gel polish collection and just add some color. All right, so this kit does come with a slip solution. That's really exciting. And also it comes with this nail strengthening hardener. Now, I remember last year that a lot of people were talking about their strengthening hardener, and I couldn't find the kit on Amazon UK, and so excited to see that it actually is included in this kit. So that's really good to have as a beginner to help, strengthen your nails whilst you're putting on your nail extensions. All right, so we also have the typical trio of a base gel, a top gel, as well as a matte top gel as well. So now let's move on to these other 2 bags here and see what the contents are inside. And as you can see here, we have some curved dual forms, which I never use, but obviously if you are a beginner and you like to form your own nails, you can do that. We have some flames. Oh, these are nice. I think I have something like these already. I'm not gonna open these though, because I probably will save them for a another design or maybe a giveaway. That's 180 file, and then we have a polygel brush here. We also have some nail forms, and then finally we have a pair of tweezers. Okay, so now let's move on to this next bag here. And I believe this is where all of the beautiful nail art that we saw in that pamphlet earlier. So as you can see here, we have some flat back rhinestones to put on your nails. They are so pretty. We have a set of gold and silver kind of foils. And then we have a beautiful mixture of butterflies, also really pretty for the upcoming summer season. And we have some nail tape, some line art nail tape there. And then we have some more glitters. Absolutely beautiful. Then finally, we have a set of rhinestones in various different sizes. So again, really impressive for a polygel kit. Like, it's giving you everything to get started on doing your nails. So I know that these are the typical colors in a polygel, but I still like to swatch them. I don't know, because I just feel like swatching them, even though I've had these colors before. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you all of the lovely colors, and then we're gonna do a design. All right, so we're going to be doing some Lazy Girl method, also called the Femi Beauty Method, polygel nails, which is applying the polygel underneath the nails. I have my 3XL squares, which is my favorite kind of nails, if you haven't guessed it already, that I got from AliExpress. That's what we're going to be using. And I'm going to be mixing some gel polish because I'm trying to get a color that's similar to what's inside this photo here that I saw on Instagram from Natalie Minerva. And then I also saw this photo here from Ruby, the nail fairy. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put my little TiaBellaBeauty spin on this and combined the designs together. So I have these two gel polishes here from Beetles, this kind of green and kind of bluey one. I'm thinking I could try to make a lighter green color because this one is very much on the grassy green side, and I wanted something closer to mint or like pistachio kind of green. So I was thinking maybe if I add a little bit of this kind of pastel blue, maybe that'll lighten the green up. And then I also have my white gel polish here from a previous Beetles. Both of these colors, three of these colors, are all from the previous Beetles collection. And then I have these pearls here from the Baby Girls and Your Nail Lab box as well. So these are all the great things that you're going to need to create this nail set. And this is very much inspired by the Euphoria trend that's going crazy on Instagram right now. And Natalie Minerva is the kind of nail artist that does all of the nails. So I've already applied primer to the nails, and then I go in with a thin layer of base gel, and now we're going to go ahead and apply some polygel to these nails to kind of pat them into place. What I will say is I know it's very cold here in Ireland, but me and this polygel, we were fighting for a little bit. It didn't want to come out at all. It was very, very stiff. But once I was able to get it on, I mean, it took me a little while, and I had to go into like small beads. I had to do small beads. And then once I got it on, I felt like it was much easier. I think it just needed to get, like to room temperature a little bit. So I'm not using the slip solution because it has the same consistency as the base gel that I put on, and I didn't want to oversaturate the nail with too much base gel. So I'm gonna go in with my polygel brush here, and I just let a little bit of the isopropyl alcohol kind of wet that tip up, and then I'm gonna pat it into place and then apply it to my nails. So here's how my nails are looking once I have applied them on. As you can see, there is some polygel that kind of seeped to the side, so I'm gonna have to clean that up just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Melody Susie drill with a sanding band and just kind of go around that perimeter to see if I can get that as smooth as possible. I'm not too worried about the polygel per se because it just depends on my angle of my hand when I'm doing my photos. But I wasn't able to get all of the polygel off. So definitely be careful when you are doing the Lazy Girl method to make sure you try to clean up before you actually cure. All right, let's go ahead and create this custom color by adding the green as well as that really light blue together and see what kind of color we get. I definitely felt like the green did get a tiny bit lighter, but I don't think it was that noticeable as I was mixing this. I did go ahead and add just a little bit more of that blue, but this color never made it to the pistachio mint that I was trying to go for, and that's perfectly fine. Obviously, if I added maybe another blue to this, maybe it would have lightened it up, but I just wanted to kind of move on. But I wanted to show you that if you don't have a color, you can obviously just mix your own and just create a whole lot of different colors if you're creative enough to do so. All right, so that's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and take my line art brush and wet it with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, and we are gonna be doing some French nail design. So I'm gonna get started on my thumb, and what I like to do is just draw 3 little dots onto the nail to kind of guide me of where to draw my line. It's gonna be kind of like a deep U French. And once I have those lines down, then I kind of join them and connect them together. So I don't have enough gel polish on the palette to actually paint the nail. So I decided to be lazy and a little bit creative. And I am going to go in with this blue color first onto the nail and leave it wet. I'm not going to cure it. And then I'm going to go with the green on top of it. And I'm hoping that it will turn into a nice light green, similar to what we've already mixed here. All right, here's how that nail is looking. Now, it's not the perfect set of green, and it's a tiny bit streaky, but that's okay because we're going to cover this up with some pearls anyway. And the pearls are so beautiful and so distracting that people aren't even going to notice that you have streaks in your gel polish. But if you were doing this for a client that's paying you money, definitely want to do a better job than I am doing here. So I'm going to go in with a layer of this top gel over the entire nail. And before I cure this, I'm going to go ahead and apply some of these half cover pearls in various different sizes. All right, here is how the nail is looking. She's looking very beautiful and very elegant. So now we're going to move on to the next nail art. Now for my index finger as well as my ring finger, I'm going to be going in with the designs that's actually on that Euphoria nail that was created by Natalie Minerva. So I'm going to go in with some swirly white paint, very abstract-y, and it's going to be at the top of the nail, and then it's going to be at the very bottom of the nail, almost like a side French, like a wavy side French. You guys know that I love those wavy side French. So what I'm thinking here is that there are 5, I think, designs on the abstract nails that Natalie Minerva did. So I'm going to try to do 4 of them on each one of these white little splotches, like these little white French lines. So for this first bottom piece here on the index finger, I'm trying to go in with those swirls that I saw on the thumb of the nail set. And once I have those swirls down, then for the top part of this index finger, I'm going to go in with those kind of like those boxes, but they're very like they're geometric, but they're not symmetric. They're kind of like wavy, you know, very groovy kind of boxes. So what I'm trying to do is draw like a square, but it's not perfect lines on the square. They're very much curved lines. And I'm going to do this on different parts of this white design. So I'm going to have to leave space for the white box by itself and then kind of draw in the green box. And nail art is so much fun, guys. I really encourage you that if you love art, and it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, my stuff is not perfect, but if you love art and you love being able to create like really magical and fun stuff, definitely get yourself some nail art brushes. There are some cheap ones on any website. You can find them, and practice makes perfect. All right, so those two are done. So now let's move on to two more designs on my ring finger. And for the bottom part of this nail, we're going to go in with those kind of weird looking circles. It's like very abstract circles, like a dot in the center, and then there's a few rings around that dot. And then to the top part, we're going to go in with some swirly kind of lines. It's like a marble, but it's not quite a marble. It's like lines, like thin and thick lines. I thought they were really interesting, and this part of the nail did take me a while. Like I was here for at least, you know, a good 30 minutes trying to get these lines onto these two nails. So nail art does take a little bit longer, but oh my gosh, when you see the final result of all your hard work, it just looks so pretty. All right, so now let's move on to the top nail art. And for this one, we're just going to do some swirly lines, and some are going to be thick and then some are going to be thin. All right, so here's how the nails are looking so far. So now this design that we did on the thumb with the green French and the pearls, we are going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on my middle finger as well as my pinky finger. I wanted to add just a little bit of sparkle to those abstract nail art. So I'm adding this little striper gel from Nail Couture just to the outline of the nails, just to give them a little bit of sparkle. Because, you know, the pearls are really sparkly on the other fingers. So once I have the striper gel down, and then I go in with some top coat onto these nails, and then I cure everything. And here is how the nails are looking. So let me know what you think of this nail design. This was really fun and easy to do. It was definitely one of those longer nail arts that I've done. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.